Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWADAH. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to my AHPARYAM, YAHAWAH, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with no lesson. Let me get this extra verse. Romans chapter 12, verse 6. Having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us, whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the portion of faith. Alright, so Slakia, I meant to get another precept, which let me get that before I forget. Slakia. I think it's in it's Slakia, bear with me a moment, because it's very important that I get this, or it's very imperative. You can look that up while you're waiting. Slakia, but yeah, you get basically get the point. It's I forgot. Oh yeah, Slakia. Here's the thing: is I had to reset my computer. I had to factory reset my computer because I wasn't able to use my video editor. So a lot of this stuff, it's gonna take me. It's been a while. Here it is. I think it's 1 Corinthians chapter 2. Verse 12. Okay, call on MANASHAH, Slakia. Basically, 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 6, and there are diversities of operations, but it is the same power which worketh all in all, but the manifestation of the Spirit which, Slakia, verse 7, but the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal. For to one is given by the Spirit the word of wisdom, to another the word of knowledge by the same Spirit, to another faith by the same Spirit, to another the gifts of healing by the same Spirit, to another the working of miracles, to another prophecy, to another discerning of spirits, to another diverse kinds of tongues, to another the interpretation of tongues. But all these worketh that one and self same Spirit, dividing to every man severally as he will. All right, so there are many different abilities, skills, and blessings and gifts that the Lord can get about. And the thing is, which I kind of touched on this before, but I'm gonna kind of go into it in a different way, and this is kind of more so like the burdens that each brother or sister can bear. All right, so bear with me one moment. Alright, Slovakia. Basically, as I was saying, a brother or sister's burden that they can bear is going to be a bit more of the topic, as well as what someone can do. All right, and this is this specifically, these verses are more so talking about what we can do in this truth. All right, and again, I already did a lesson on that, so I might touch on this a bit here. But if you want, you can go check out, because I make a lot of videos like this. But overall, going back to today's lesson, this is all about each and everyone's lot in this walk. All right, this walk, and this walk does include being in this truth, our obligations to this truth, as well as just what each of us are capable of achieving on our own through the Spirit and power of YAHAWAH. All right, so basically, let's get into this a bit more. The inspiration to do this lesson, all right, comes from this video right here. Warning: she gonna get you killed or do it herself. All right, and this is from the brother GMS Kawalia 4 and Slovakia. The thing is, this is basically about how women, there are women that can get brothers killed if they associate themselves with women. And the sad reality of it is that some brothers just really don't. I mean, some brothers want women, stuff like that. They want a wife or whatever, someone for a company, because that's what the Lord made. But sometimes it's just not expedient. Let's get that right quick. 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 12: all things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any. And this is the thing where it is lawful for you to have a wife. Okay, it's not against the law. It's not a sin or anything like that. It's fine, but it might not be the best thing. All right. And the main thing here, the main takeaway, is that sometimes it's not even just a woman, but it's literally everything. Okay, like there are different things that can make you go off. So King Solomon, he went off because of his multiple wives. They were leading him to go serve other gods. All right, and these are the things where when there is a stumbling block, there might be a stumbling block, or that is getting in the way, but could get in our way. All right, there could be there's a stumbling block that could get in our way, and it could be in the form of maybe a woman, maybe a man, maybe video games. All right, maybe whatever. All right, there's a lot of different things that can get in our way that can get in our way and potentially ruin our salvation. And the fact of the matter is, like, say for example, if you've been asking, Yahawadah, can you please give me a wife? Give me a wife. Can you please give me the PS5? Can you please give me a nice car, or whatever? You could be asking for all this, and the Lord is not, quote unquote, answering your prayer or not delivering it to you. All right, not because he doesn't hear it, or not because you went off. Maybe not. You didn't went off, but maybe it's just because it's simply because the Lord doesn't want you to have it just yet, because it is going to be a hindrance to you. It's ultimately going to be a hindrance for you. All right, and let me actually get this. Romans chapter 8 verse 27, and he that searcheth the hearts knoweth what he is. Romans chapter 8 verse 27, and he that searcheth the hearts knoweth what is the mind of the Spirit, because he maketh intercession for the saints according to the will of Yahweh. All right, let me also get this. Proverbs chapter. It's Proverbs. If I can find it, what the heck? Okay, that was weird. Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? All right. So the way that we are made, or the way that we think, the Lord ultimately made them. All right. The Lord made us think a certain way. The Lord made us, to make certain associations and, respond to certain things in a specific way. And the reality of it is that, sometimes some of us aren't as, strong-willed, if you will, I guess, or resistant to certain temptations. All right. So say, for example, brother A, all right, is good at, or let's just say me, I'm really good at, modern, managing. Let's just say I'm good at managing my time, so video games won't get in the way. All right, I could be good at that, but then when it comes to a woman will get in my way, and having a woman I'm gonna constantly be starry-eyed and stuff like that. So that's why so Kawakab is good at managing video games. I'll give him video games, so he can't have a woman. Or Kawakab, or I guess Brother Yakal, let's just say random brother's name. This is not an actual brother's name, but Brother Yakal, he's really good at dealing with women, so I'll give him women, but I won't give him the new Xbox whatever. All right. So these are the different types of things, and it is all according to your lot. The Lord had made us a certain way. All right. So, and we are all different. Okay. So as I said before, some brothers are more resistant to certain things. Okay. As I said before, maybe a brother's resistant to the temptations of women, so they can have a wife. All right. Or maybe the Lord is blessing them, or maybe that is more so kind of a necessity to them. All right. Because that's another thing. When it comes to husbands and wife, which this is not necessarily about that, but basically you can get the lesson. All right. But sometimes it is like the passive, a passive association can lead you and put a good influence on you from being around someone that is a Yahweh fearing person, or someone that has fear in Yahweh. All right. So with that, there is, which you can also get it from brothers as well. All right. It is very important, and if you are around someone that is worldly or carnal, okay, that's going to cut into your time, and worst case scenario, lead you astray. All right. This is why the Lord said to separate from. Let me actually get that, because that leads into another thing. 2 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 17, wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. All right. So the Lord told us to stay away from these people, and that is another part of it. All right, where we have to make it a habit of steering clear from wickedness as well as temptation. All right, temptation is ultimately the thing that's going to really, not testing the Lord and, making it, trying our best to minimize the amount of temptations that can make us fall out. All right. This is something that we need to remember and, take very seriously. All right. We can't say, I really enjoy doing X, Y, and Z or whatever, so I'm gonna go and associate with it because it's fun. It's not a sin, so I can do it. All right, but again, like, this is a thing that you need to try to, like, be mindful of, be aware of. Like, while it might not be a sin, okay, and you're allowed to do it, but do you number one, do you know yourself enough to say, you know what, I'm gonna make the responsible decision and like, say, for example, like, say I really need to take out the trash in the morning. Okay, I'm just gonna go to sleep. Before I go to sleep, I'm gonna write down a note, or I'm gonna text myself a message so that I can remember. These are the things that you do to be responsible. All right, these are the things that you do to make the thing, because you really need to take out the trash in the morning, but you want to be responsible. You don't want to say, whatever, it's fine, who cares if it doesn't happen, when that trash is going to keep on piling up, and it's going to be a problem for you long term. So that's why you have to be very responsible in the things that you do. All right. So through the Spirit and power of YAHAWAH, these are the things that we do to prevent bad things from happening. All right, like, you make that that metaphorical note to say, okay, I'm going to remember to do this, or I'm going to abstain from doing this, so that nothing bad happens and I don't mess up. All right, and the same thing with this. And again, it's not just women, it's everything. Okay, I know this video is specifically for women, but this invokes more examples to me, because I know of the many different things, the many different stumbling blocks. All right, which I will kind of say, I mean, not really, Slakia, not really, but I guess to some people maybe, and it's video games, but video games not really. I think most people, they don't really, like, take it to, they don't prioritize these video games over this truth, as far as I know. I've never heard or seen someone do something like that. I know of brothers that do play video games, but it's not like, oh my god, the video games are taking up too much of my time, it stopped me from doing, like, I've never heard that before. But that's just for the best example outside of women. And maybe while I don't have another example off the top of my head, it still doesn't change the fact that if there is an example that you know of, okay, or you might be dealing with yourself, all right, that could be the parallel that you can make that association, that I'm not just talking about video games, but I'm talking about things of the like that are just hobbies. All right, so it could be like, golfing and whatnot, and stuff like that, whatever, I don't know, any example, to the point where you say, like, okay, yeah, I see the point, I see the association. It's just anything that is just like a flat out hobby. It's not that important, but I do it. All right, so let me also get this. Acts chapter 8 verse 21, thou hast neither part nor lot in this matter, for thy heart is not right in the sight of the Lord. All right, so that's the thing. This is not about you. It's not for you to do. Okay, if you don't have a wife, if you don't have whatever other temptations that's in your life getting in the way of you, then don't try to associate that with you. If the Lord does give you whatever, a wife or something like that, or a husband, all right, then call on YAHAWAH. Say, be thankful for what the Lord has blessed you with, but don't go seeking it out, especially no, I mean, you can seek it out, but you have to understand, like, really pray on it. Think about, okay, is this the best thing for me? Does the Lord want me to have it? All right. And that's one thing that I've been thinking about myself. All right. I kind of feel like the Lord, put me on a path of, not having a wife, for now, but maybe it's changed. I kind of felt like, not gonna, to the spirit and power of Yahawadah, I kind of feel like in the spirit that the Lord is kind of pulling me in that direction a bit, because I have been seeing a bit more of these, and oftentimes whenever I see videos of just certain topics, it kind of seems like whenever they resonate with my spirit, it kind of feels like the Lord is speaking to me, as I've made videos on this before. Now, finally, Romans chapter 8 verse 16, the Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh. All right, so oftentimes the Spirit is going to make intercession. So when we pray for something, we're going to pray, say, Yahawadah, give me a blue car, and then the Spirit's going to say, okay, give him a red car instead, because he needs that instead. All right, just an example. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, BANYAMAN, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone of Bible, and Shalom.